Sentry Petroleum, an American energy company geographically positioned to capitalize on Asia's growing energy demand. In a region with over 50 trillion cubic feet of proven gas reserves, the equivalent of 9 billion barrels of oil, Queensland, Australia is one of the most dynamic hydrocarbon regions in the world. Sentry Petroleum controls and operates over 10,600 square miles of prospective oil and gas leases, and so far has identified over 50 oil, gas, and coal seam prospects and leads in a region with a 40% exploration success rate. Sentry Petroleum is surrounded by the world's biggest energy companies who've already spent over $225 billion buying small energy companies and energy-related assets in order to supply Asia's voracious appetite for energy.
I have over 30 years of international business experience. Half of that has been in Asia Pacific. This is the fastest growing region in the world at the moment for energy. During that time, I've made some very strong connections with the investment community. That's people such as investment banks, for example, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, also investment funds and also family offices. So I know how to attract capital for opportunity. I also know how to build shareholder value in the oil and gas business, and that's to have high impact exploration and production. This in turn leads to higher profits, and there's no better place in the world at the moment to do that than Australia. When I was asked to join the team at Sentry Petroleum, I really looked at what the key factors that have to be in place to build a successful company. And I really looked at three areas. Firstly, what are the company's assets and land holdings? Secondly, where are they located? And thirdly, what's the quality of the management and how are they incentivized to build shareholder value? What I found actually made me excited. Sentry Petroleum have 4 tenements in Queensland, Australia. The size of these tenements are quite large. It's 6.9 million acres. They're surrounded by all of the majors. So definitely the assets are very good. In terms of where they're located, Queensland, Australia. Queensland as a state derives much of its income from the oil and gas business. Therefore, it's very supportive of exploration companies such as Sentry. It also is an area where it has a higher than average success rate in actually drilling exploratory wells. The infrastructure is very, very good. So there's oil, there's gas pipelines, there's rail lines which cross Sentry's tenements. When you also look at what you need for success, you have to look at the royalty and the fiscal regime in place. This is very positive in Queensland. Queensland is one of the hottest places in the world for gas. This is partly driven by Asia and its hunger for energy, particularly China. So Sentry's assets are located in a great place. Last but not least, the Sentry management. What I found here was a group of very skilled and professional oil and gas men. All of them had substantial track records with the oil majors such as Arco, ExxonMobil, Shell. Also, what interested me was the management structure. Management at Sentry hold 22% of the company in a management company. Now, since day one, they've only worked on a contributory capital basis. What this means is that none of them has been taking a salary. So in turn, they're very highly incentivized to make this company successful and increase shareholder value. So what we have is we have management, we have shareholders with the same goals. It's almost like a partnership. So that's a great foundation to build a company going forward. So if we just look, we've got great assets, we've got great location, and we have a great management team that actually are incentivized to make this work. I think that's the Sentry opportunity.
Sentry Petroleum, Be sure to enter your email so we can keep you informed with Sentry Petroleum's up-to-the-minute valuable news and important upcoming presentations. Stay informed. Stay up to date. Sentry Petroleum, NASDAQ, OTC, SPLM.